It was still dark when Miriam reached the tomb. The heavy scent of myrrh clung to her hands as she clutched the jar tighter. Each step was a silent prayer, each breath a question she couldn't form. The earth was cold, and her heart even colder. She had seen him die. She had heard his last cry. She had watched them lower his broken body from the cross. And now all that remained was grief. But when she arrived, she froze. The stone was rolled away. The tomb was empty, and with it a new story began. Nathan had always been a man of simple faith. Growing up in Capernaum, he knew the rhythms of Jewish life, the festivals, the sacrifices, the prayers spoken in hushed reverence. His father taught him the Psalms. His mother taught him mercy. But nothing prepared him for the carpenter from Nazareth. Nathan first saw Jesus near the Sea of Galilee. A crowd had gathered, and Nathan, curious, had pushed his way forward. There he was, a man with ordinary features but eyes that seemed to see right through you, as if measuring your soul. That day, Jesus spoke of a kingdom, not built by stone or sword, but by love and forgiveness. Nathan listened, heart pounding. Could it be? Could the Messiah finally be here? He dropped his nets and followed. Following Jesus was not easy. The Pharisees hated him. The Romans watched him. Even some of his own people doubted. But Nathan saw miracles with his own eyes. He saw a leper's skin restored. He saw demons cast out with a single word. He saw the dead raised. He heard words that lit up hidden chambers of his soul. Still, tension thickened like storm clouds on the horizon. One evening, as the sun bled over the hills, Jesus spoke of his coming death. Nathan couldn't understand. How could the Messiah die? The Messiah was supposed to conquer, to restore Israel, to end their suffering. But Jesus spoke instead of a different victory, one over sin, one over death. Nathan's heart broke in fear. The night they came for him was cold. Nathan hid among the shadows in Gethsemane, watching the soldiers seize Jesus. He heard Peter's sword hiss from its sheath, saw the flash of metal, but Jesus stopped him. "This is the cup the Father has given me," Jesus said, surrendering. The trials were mockeries, the verdict already decided. Nathan stood far off when the hammer fell, when nails tore through flesh, when blood stained the wood. "Father, forgive them," Jesus gasped, "for they know not what they do." Nathan wept as the sky darkened. He felt the earth tremble as Jesus cried out and breathed his last. The Messiah had died. Hope was buried with him. The Sabbath was a hollow thing. Nathan wandered the empty streets of Jerusalem, his heart numb. The city was a tomb. Grief clung to the walls. Had they been wrong? Was he just another man? Every prophecy they had clung to shattered. Every dream, dust. Nathan returned to the house where the others hid. They barely spoke. They hardly ate. Fear gnawed at their souls. If they had killed Jesus, would they not come for his followers next? In the cold silence of Saturday, it seemed evil had won. A pounding at the door shattered the morning stillness. Miriam burst in, face alight with terror and wonder. "The tomb! It's empty!" At first, no one believed her. Grief had twisted all their minds. But Peter and John raced out, and Nathan followed. The tomb was indeed open. Inside, only the linen cloths remained. Nathan fell to his knees, his hands shaking. Could it be? That night, as they sat locked away in fear, he came. Jesus stood among them, alive. "Walls cannot keep me out," he said, smiling with wounds still in his hands. "Peace be with you." Nathan sobbed, his soul breaking wide open. Death was defeated. Hope lived. The resurrection changed everything. In the weeks that followed, Jesus appeared to many. Nathan touched his side, saw him eat, heard his laugh. The scriptures opened before Nathan's eyes in ways he had never understood. Every prophecy, every symbol, it all pointed to this, to Easter, to the day sin was crushed, death was broken, and humanity was offered life eternal. Nathan realized that the Messiah had come not to free Israel from Rome, but to free the world from sin. The true kingdom was not of this earth. Before Jesus ascended, he gathered them one last time. "Go into all the world," he said, and preach the good news to all creation. Nathan felt the fire ignite inside him. He had a mission now. They all did. Easter was not a single morning. It was a living reality, a heartbeat that would echo through history. Nathan would spend the rest of his life telling the story. That death was not the end. That mercy was greater than judgment. That love had won. Nathan faced beatings, prisons, shipwrecks. He watched friends martyred. He saw the might of empires rise and fall. Yet through it all, he carried Easter in his heart. On the darkest days, when chains bit his wrists, when the world seemed lost in cruelty, he would remember that morning. The stone rolled away, the tomb empty, the risen Savior smiling at them, wounds shining like stars. And he knew no matter what, death could not win. Years later, as an old man, Nathan sat by the fire, telling the story again to a group of children. Their wide eyes shone in the flickering light. He smiled. "Remember," he whispered, "Easter is not just something that happened long ago. It is happening even now. Every time you choose love over hate, forgiveness over revenge, hope over despair, you proclaim the resurrection." The children leaned in closer, soaking in every word. Nathan looked up at the night sky, stars like promises etched in the heavens. Christ was risen, and because of that, hope would never die. Thank you for watching. If you're a true believer and love this story, kindly like, share this video and subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video.